Hi, my name is Batsirai Chada and I took History Makers Training Level 1. So the weekend at History Makers really brought into focus some amazing things. I obviously learned at an information level, at a knowledge level. There's that knowledge transfer, but also experientially. You're learning new stuff. I've been around. I went to seminary, and there's a lot of things that I learned at History Makers that I'd simply never heard before. Just took your mind and your level of thinking to a whole new level. And just putting yourself in this sort of crunch experience really brings out a lot of things that you don't typically see in your sort of day-to-day life. Pressure produces, squeezes out greatness, so to say. History Makers certainly does that, both in what you receive and what you're learning, but also what you experience. I now approach prayer with an understanding not just of the fact that it's important to pray, and we all know that, but why and how we can move things in our own lives and in the world around us in the spheres of influence we've been called to through prayer. But also because of that mind shift change, my own professional life and what I did day to day just took on a whole new level. I had recently, just before History Makers, decided to leave the corporate world, six-figure salary, the whole nine, left that to pursue music. Literally in the weeks after History Makers, I was performing in a number of places. I won GMA Canada, Gospel Music Association of Canada's talent showcase. I had 5 booked concerts, paid concerts. All of a sudden, because of the History Makers training, you're a lot more intentional. You're a lot more strategic and systematic about how I approach things. And because of that, the fruit of these shows, these concerts, just came about. History Makers, I think God really used History Makers as a catalyst for my own personal career. I think History Makers training differs in so many ways, not just in the knowledge that they're giving, the insights and the revelation that you're going to get, but because it seeps in, because you have to do some deep thinking. All that pressure really applied in a concentrated period of time really brings out both what's relevant to you in the training, but immediately applies it to your life, because you have to be asking yourself, is this worth it? You come out not just knowing something, but experiencing something. It sounds cliche, but your spiritual, your professional, your personal, your family life will never be the same. I am a graduate of History Makers Academy.